Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope all of you are doing great. So we have some amazing battle submission from AspenDoomsGG's. He's running Shadow Malamar in the lead with a non-shadow Feraligatr, which is very good because it's bulky. And in the back, it is a Volt Switch Forretress. These battles are played in the Ultra League. So I think this is a very common team, right? We have seen many teams, which is Shadow Malamar with double water type in the back. One of the water type usually is Empoleon, and maybe like it's one water and one steel. So let's jump into the battles and let's see how does the team perform. And yeah, thanks a lot to AspenDooms for sharing these battles with us. Now the first battle is up against Ricky, and the Malamar leads into the Corviknight. I think this is a good matchup for the Corviknight because the Corviknight can two-shot Shadow Malamar, while you cannot two-shot a Corviknight. So he makes a catch and they bring in the Licky. Licky is very, very bulky. So far I'll just say that this is not looking good, not in like AspenDoom's favor. The opponent gives a free Shadow Claw sneak. All right. This still doesn't help him. You know what? He switches out and forces a CMP tie, and he saves the Feraligatr with a lot of energy. So let's see. This is, oh, he lagged out, and it already is a really bad match for him. Based on the first two Pokemons, maybe the last one will be in his favor. Let's see. He's going for like a foul play, which does a lot of damage and makes another catch. Now I wanted to imagine, I feel like that was a 10-turn lag, and he makes a payback catch. That is nice. So he brings in that Fortress. Is it another payback? No, it's just Air Cutter. Gets a boost. Will this grab the first shield? It does grab the first shield. This tells me whatever is in the back is actually weak to Fortress, and that is another payback. In the back, it's a Jelly Scent, and this is really good for the Shadow Malamar because it will do a lot of damage with the foul play. He will have to shield this. Can he get to two foul plays? I don't think so. I think like the next Hex will take him out. That is oh wait, the opponent makes another catch. Now he does an undercharge. I think we survive Air Cutter from this range. Do we? Yes, we do. And we get to the Rock Tomb to take the game. GG's. Even though he lagged out, yet he wins the game. The next trainer, let's see what he's running. The next trainer is running Ludicolo in the lead. I've seen like Ludicolo team, they will have a Stunfisk in the back, like the Unova Stunfisk. So the back line is not good for him. Let's see. Let's see what will be in the back. Goes for a CMP tie. Okay, it's a Zygarde. Maybe it's a different team. I don't think he doesn't get to like two foul play, so I think he should have went for the superpower, but that doesn't matter. But this is where you will see how bulky a non-shadow Feraligatr is. This outrage does 50% damage. In the back, it's a Licky, and well, Licky is very, very bulky. Okay, that is EQ Licky for the Tinks, I think so. Because I think Tink is like very, very common, and Tink has a really good matchup against Licky as long as the Licky is not running EQ. Tried to make a catch and he was expecting the catch, so he does switch out. He needs to shield these moves now. A Hydro will not take out a Zygarde from that health range, which the Zygarde users knows it. So AspenDooms goes for a CMP tie. Now, I don't know the IVs about these Pokemons, which is why I've mentioned 0 IVs for all 3 of them. Okay, he will debuff the Licky. He's gonna go for a Sand Tomb because one Hydro is not enough to take out Licky from that health range. With this, one Hydro will take out the Licky. And because they're not running Body Slam, this will really help in the Feraligatr matchup. And that is a good game. GG's. Next one is Legend 7 Queen. I battle this trainer a lot. They're running Zapdos. Zapdos is one of the very good picks in the UL, I'll say that. So he will have to shield these. The drill peck doesn't take him out, but they do a lot of damage. So I think he should have switched out instantly, because this matchup, you may think this is a very good matchup, right? But it gets very, very close. And given that the switch timers are misaligned, I feel like the opponent will try to take advantage of that. I'm expecting a catch from the opponent. Yes, he goes for a catch. That overfarm was for the catch itself, and he makes a catch on the Tink. So what Aspen will do, he will farm up and then he will switch out as well. The Gigaton Hammer does no damage. So we still need 2 Hydros from this range to take out the Tink. Alright, they switch out and the Zapdos will have to shield this. And alright, Legend 7 Queen goes for the CMP tie. Okay, weird that he's going for an undercharge. And the opponent gets to a move. And I feel like that is a good game now, because you cannot beat like 2 Pokemons in the back. That doesn't even take him out. And yes, GG's. That is a good game. Yeah, I feel like that undercharge was not needed. But maybe I feel like the opponent was still winning the game. Alright, it's a very good lead in the next game, which is Jelly sent into the Malamar. They bring in their Ninetales and we are going for energy, which I don't like. Because I feel like the same thing will happen again, where the switch timer will come up and they will try to make another catch. Something like that. Let's see if the opponent will go for that play again. Yes, they shield that. And there's another chilling water debuff. And yes, they make a catch. This is debuffed and we are a non-shadow gator, but still I think the shadow ball would have done a lot of damage, so we shield that. Do we take them out? No, they survived this, but we know that this will just be a chilling water. And it is just a chilling water. And what's in the back? Guys, in the back, it is Corviknight. This is looking good for us. We survive a payback from this range. And yes, he was expecting a bait, and that was a bait. This payback takes out that Forretress. Now, this is a non-shadow gator, so I think 2 hydro cannons will not take out Corviknight from that health range. And we all know that they will try to go for a catch, and yes, they go for a catch. And that is a good game, because I feel like we can just Psy wave them down. GG's. Get the boost, but that doesn't help them. And the next trainer is running Gastro in the lead. I think like we should take the game in a zero shield scenario. They go for the body slam. Like, this is nice. First foul play, the second will take them out. Okay, we don't go for the CMP. Is that body slam? Maybe we could have grabbed a shield, maybe. I don't know. In the back, it's a wheezing. Now, wheezing is a good matchup for the Gator, I guess. Because also this one is running, I think, Overheat and Brutal Swing. So this is really good for the Gator. But they make a catch on the Licky. Let's see if we can like find a win con. They go for the Shadow Ball. We'll be shielding one Shadow Ball and we'll try to debuff them instantly, but I think the timer is already up, so they will switch out. They make a catch. How do we win this game? Okay, we go for this CMP tie. We grab a shield. And we'll be no shielding this. Can we get to another one? Yo, we do get to, and that is another CMP. And doesn't undercharge, alright. Timer is already up. We will survive one shadow ball from him from this range. Alright, and this is looking good because with this, I think. Do we take the game? He gets to a move. Is that Diari? Okay, no, that's not Diari. GG's. That's a good game. That was so close. I think, guys, that's all. All the remaining battles, they're really laggy. That's because of my laptop, I think. So thanks a lot to Aspen Dooms for sharing these battles with us. I think Shadow Malamar is a very good pick in the UL. I have a bad IV Shadow Malamar, which I can build obviously because I have a lot of XLs. So if we get a good IV Shadow Malamar in the future, we can build that one as well. So let's see, maybe in the next season, I'll build my Shadow Malamar and we'll spam that thing in the UL. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed these videos. I'll be posting my legend run in alpha account as well as Dark Phoenix account. I think we hit legend in the Fantasy Cup in the alpha, and we hit legend in the UL, and I use the Shadow Obama Snow team. The matchups which we got in the last set, it was so good for the UL one, I'll say. I think our Obama Snow used to get matched with, I think, steel types. In the last set, it was all the steel types. Yet we won all those games. And yeah, it was nice, I'll say. So we'll be posting those soon. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you again tomorrow with a new video. Until then, have fun. Have a great day ahead.